What's up, everyone? So I am about to learn you something. I don't know why I'm looking down. The camera's up there. Not down there. It's up there. I'm I'm about to learn you something about Mercury. There's a widely believed myth. You probably believe this myth that all of Mercury is just this burning furnace. And the reason you believe that is because when you're in school, first of all, they tell you, oh, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. And then they show you a stupid little diagram, and, oh, here's the sun, and then a little line, and then there's Mercury, like really close to it. That, first of all, the scale of that is way wrong. So, first thing that I'm going to learn you is that, yeah, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, but it's still millions of miles from the sun. Somewhere around, I don't know, between 30 and 40 million miles from the sun, depending on where it's at in its orbit. Okay, so that's the first thing. So it's close, in relative to, other planets are way further than that, but it's still millions of miles from the sun. Okay, that's the first thing to know. The second thing is that they don't tell you is that unlike Earth, that has a pretty good axial tilt. That means that, say, here's the sun, here's the plane of the sun. Earth is not like at a 90-degree angle, straight up and down to the plane of the sun. It's slightly tilted. I don't know, it's 23.5% or something like that, right? Mercury, on the other hand, is pretty much straight up and down. Not exactly. It's like, I don't know, like a half a degree or something. Very, very minute, or not minute, very minuscule amount, right? And because of that, because Mercury doesn't have much of an axial tilt, it's just straight up and down. The temperature on Mercury is very consistent, very stratified. So at the equator of Mercury, it is a furnace, as you were taught, as you believe, right? And that's right. Okay. But as you go higher up in latitudes, it gets cooler and cooler and cooler all the way till you get to the poles, and it is freezing cold to the tune of somewhere, I don't know the exact temperatures at the poles, but it's somewhere like, I don't know, negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 150 degrees Fahrenheit, negative all the time, because the sun never directly hits it. Okay. And so that, I mean, I'm blowing your mind already. I know I'm blowing your mind already. Okay, so because of that, it's always assumed, oh yeah, Mercury, it can't have any life, it can't have any water on it because it's just this hot furnace. No, that's not true. Yeah, it's hot in the center, but as you get higher or lower on the planet, it gets cooler, way cooler. I'm still not saying there could be life because it doesn't have an atmosphere, radiation bombards it, this and that. But there is potentially water ice at the poles. Where there's water, there's potentially life. Maybe not on the surface because of radiation, maybe a little bit further down. But the point is that it's not all hot. Mercury is not all hot. It is freezing cold on parts of Mercury. Tell your friends.